How's it going, Rogue Scholar, and welcome to another Flesh and Blood video here on Red Zone Rogue. Today, we have my top 5 predictions for the Tales of Aria set. We did this for Monarch, and I thought it was so much fun that we're going to do it again for Tales of Aria. But before we get started, I do want to mention 2 things. If you are looking to pick up some Flesh and Blood product, maybe even pre-order some first edition Tales of Aria, definitely check out Channel Fireball and use my affiliate link in the description down below, or you can type in Rogue at checkout, and it goes and supports me, helps me keep doing what I'm doing, and I greatly appreciate it. And I also want to say that today's video is brought to you by FabDB, the premier source for your Flesh and Blood database and deck building needs. They also have like a collection tracker and all this kind of stuff on there. I personally use them to build my decks, and I think you should too. They're fantastic. So definitely check out FabDB, especially for brewing some new decks for Tales of Aria. So with all of that out of the way, let's get started with today's topic, my top 5 predictions for Tales of Aria. So last time, my predictions were a little bit more scattered and nebulous. I did a lot of like, you know, I predict this and then also this, and I tied that all to one prediction. I'm not gonna do that today. Today, it's just gonna be like one, boom, hard prediction after another. So I do have my list off screen. Let me grab it and we'll get started. Okay, prediction number 1. There will be only one new talent in Aria. So in Monarch, we actually had 2 talents. We had Light and Shadow, but we already know that there's only gonna be 3 new heroes and 3 classes in Aria because we saw the Blitz decks, and there's only 3 different Blitz decks. So it's safe to assume that 3 different Blitz decks, 3 heroes, 3 classes. And so that makes it kind of interesting. You're like, how would they then split up the talents? They're either gonna have 3 talents, which is kind of crazy, or 1 talent, or 2 talents and then 1 hero can swap between the 2. That's another option that I was thinking, but my prediction is that there's only going to be 1 talent. 1 central talent for Tales of Aria, and it will pertain, you guessed it, to Aria. So that is my number 1 prediction. Only 1 new talent. And that actually ties into prediction number 2, that 1 talent will actually be split 3 ways and will have like sub-talents. So for example, what I actually think is that there's gonna be some sort of elemental talent. So that's gonna be the overarching talent, like elemental. And then each hero will have a subgenre of elemental. So you'll have like elemental lightning, elemental fire, elemental earth. And that's kind of how I think they're gonna do it. So there's gonna be like the elemental talent, so you'll have your elemental cards, and then you'll have like sub-specialization cards like elemental, fire, or lightning, or whatever. And I think that's gonna be a good, or would be a good thematic way to incorporate all of Aria, how Aria is all about like the elements and all of this kind of stuff. So that is my second prediction, that the 1 talent is going to be split 3 ways. And I do realize that if there's not 1 talent, then it kind of kills my top 2 predictions, but I'm gonna stick with it. I have not seen any cards yet. I have not seen Lexi or my spoiler or anything like that, so I don't actually know. So those are gonna be my top 2 predictions. For number 3, let's get into what I actually think those talents are going to be. So my guesses for the 3 talents that they split up, either if they are 3 separate talents or if they are part of that 1 talent, either way, I think there's gonna be 3 either sub-talents or, you know, these flavors. I think there's gonna be 3 flavors. So I'm still gonna count this as right if there's only 3 talents and these are the 3 talents. Or if there's 1 talent and it's split these 3 ways. That's how I'm gonna count this one. So I'm calling lightning element, ice element, and nature element. The nature one is I'm a little iffy on, but I'm gonna stand by nature. It could also be lore, and it could also be like spirit. But I'm like pretty confident on lightning and ice based on the images that we've seen. I really do think the other one's going to be some sort of like nature or spirit or soul, something like that. But if I had to guess and just say it's one, I'm going to go with nature. But I'm also convincing myself that it's going to be like spirit or something like that. Watch it be spirit, watch it be spirit, or something crazy, something completely out there. But that is my third guess. That is my third guess of what the talents are going to be. So lightning, ice, and nature. Those are going to be my guesses. And now on to my fourth prediction. So my fourth prediction is that we are going to get a brand new generic legendary card. So we didn't actually get one in Monarch. And what do I think this new legendary card is going to be? I think, if I had to, it's either going to be gloves or boots. I would say based on Aria, for whatever reason, I don't know why, just boots make sense. I don't know why boots make sense to me for Aria. So I'm just gonna say new generic legendary boots. And why do I think this? Well, we didn't get any in, I said that weird. We didn't get any in Monarch, and I do think that's because we had the 2 separate talents, but I think only having 1 talent kind of opens up a little bit for some space, and only having, well, specifically only having 3 heroes kind of opens up the space a little bit. And my final official prediction for Tales of Aria is that we are going to have a brand new Fiendle card. I don't know what it's going to be, but my prediction is just that we're going to get a new Fiendle card. It could be anything. It could be a new Fabled. It can be a legendary. The new legendary, you know, generic that I'm guessing could be a new Fiendle piece of equipment. But either way, my guess is that we're going to have 1 new Fiendle card. It could be anything. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I really do think we're going to have a Fiendle card. And so those are my 5 official predictions. I do have some other ones that I think are interesting to talk about. I didn't want to talk about classes. I know a lot of people would be interested in classes, but I don't think it's fair to talk about classes at this point because we already know there's going to be Ranger, and then we also know there's going to be 3 classes. So that only leaves 2 other classes. And with Aria, I think it's a pretty easy guess. My guess, if I had to guess, we have Ranger, and then I'm gonna guess Guardian, and then either Illusionist or Wizard. That's my guess. I mean, I'm not gonna include that in this prediction, but that's my guess. We're obviously having Ranger, probably Guardian, and then probably either Illusionist or Ranger. Illusionist or Wizard. I initially thought Bard, but DM Armada kind of talked me out of it. I do think Bard seems like a better fit for like a supplementary set. So maybe Bard in the next supplementary set. Who knows? Maybe we could just get freaking Bard here in Aria. I don't know, but I have a feeling it's not going to be Bard. Though that would be really cool. That would be really cool. And then the other one that I know a lot of people want to talk about is Fabled cards. Whether we're going to get like a gem or a location. We're probably going to get a location. If I had to guess. It's a set themed around Aria, right? And it would make a lot of sense to just have a location in Aria, like a very central location, whatever the big tree is called, something like that. I do have a feeling it's going to be like a location for Aria. Though, I mean, I guess it could be a gem, but we already have the Heart of Fiendle, so I'm gonna say location. So yeah, those are my predictions. That we're only gonna have 1 new talent. That new talent is going to be split 3 ways. That 3-way split is going to be Lightning, Ice, and Nature. That we're going to have a brand new generic legendary equipment. I'm guessing boots, but it could be gloves too. And then finally that we're going to have a brand new Fiendle card. I think it's a slam dunk. I think you got to have a new Fiendle card. And then of course I talked a little bit about the classes and the Fabled. Those aren't part of my prediction. If I get them right, I'm just going to give myself brownie points. Get some brownie points. So let me know what your predictions are in the comments down below. Do you think we're going to have 1 new talent? Do you think we're going to have 3 new talents? Or that crazy thing that I suggested, 2 talents, and then one of the heroes is like dual talented? Like you can have like your Storm talent, and then you can have your like Earth talent, and then you can have like your Earth Storm talent. I don't know, something like that. Firestorm. Storm and Fire, and then Firestorm. You know, that sounds awesome. That sounds really cool. So yeah, those are my predictions. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time for some more Flesh and Blood content. Yo, I'm so pumped for Aria. So pumped from Aria. Anyway, have a good one all. See you later.